Ma ha maer you gerva yuit ma jaheka ma ashavu azravayat gathu ashumeraksh Padyaranu imam danam yam aurim zarathustrim yezeshe mairyu geurvayat jaheka va ashavu va asravayat Gathu Ahumereksh Padyaranu Imam Danam Yam Ahurim Zarathustrim Parabhashaza Hachate Verethragno Ahuranhatu Hamatha Airyabhu Dangumyo Vuenau Vuenau Jasaunde Hamatha Airyamyu Dangumyu Hana Frapat Aunde Hamatha Airyamyu Dangumyo Janyaunde Panchasagnai Satagnaischa Satagnae Hazangragnaischa Hazangragnae Bhavaragnaischa Bhavaragnae Ahakstagnaischa Anhat Uette Fravashata Verethragno Avuradhatu Auit Naru Yasnyo Vahmyo Gaush Rvadamedato Yat Nurem Vyambura Daeva Mashyaka Daevayazu Vohunim Vatachayainte Frashakem Vafrashichante. Let not the wicked person hold in their hand that, nar, the courtesan, are the violator of righteousness, one who recites the gathas without chanting, the destroyer of the world, are the opponent of this system of judgment, which is of the Lord of Mindfulness, revealed through Zoroaster, not in hands. But if the wicked person, or the courtesan, or the violator of righteousness, the one who recites the gathas without chanting, the destroyer of the world, the opponent of this system of judgment, which is of the Lord of Mindfulness, are the opponent of this religion, which is of the Lord mindfulness revealed through Zoroaster, holds it in hand, the covenanting worshipper created by the Lord mindfulness, then snatches away its curative powers. Equally, calamities will come upon the noble countries of the noble countries, will be struck down from 50s to 100 times, from 100 times to 1,000 times, from 1,000 times to 10,000 times, for innumerable times. Then the covenanting, worshipping being created by Lord of Mindfulness said thus: O people, the soul of the universe, created by wisdom, is not worthy of worship, worthy of invocation, because now the demons called Vyambura, what's Vyambura mean? Called the lacerating, and people worshipping the demons cause the blood to flow, or otherwise spread the practice of evil. So the whole universe is created as worthy of worship. It's an important note. Yat Nurim Vyambura Daeva Majyaka Daevayazu Ave Atarim Amarante Ateyau Urvariau Ya Vauche Aperese Nama Atem Asmem Yu Vauche Nemetka Nama Yat Nuren Vyambura Daeva Mashyaka Daevayazu Fra Parshtim Namayainte Vi Madyanem Vshaniyainte Vispe Handama Raziyainte Janna Hu Saenhen Nuit Janen Hanha Hu Saenhen Nuit Hanhen Yat Nurim Vyambura Daeva Mashyaka Daevayazu Ushe Paere Dariainte Daema Upaere Urvasiaite. Now the demon called the Terraparter and the men worshipping the demons carry near the fire this tree which is called greenwood. Okay. Called greenwood, or, wetwood. And this fuel which is called Nemetka, okay. Oh, okay. Badwood and green. A tree called badwood and fuel called wetwood. Now the demons called tearing apart, and men worshipping the demons bend their backs, stretching their waist, adjust with all the limbs, and here who smite the attack, who could not kill. Now the demons called tearing apart, and the devil worshipping men cover the intellects and also their eyesight. Ahereya kvaranangacha tamyazae surunvata yasna verethragnem ahuradhatem zauthrabyu verethragnem ahuradhatem yazma ende yaish dataish pa'u iryaish ahurahe ha Umeyu Gava Meresmana Hizbu Danganga Mantracha Vachacha Shyautnacha Zauthrabyascha Arshukana Ibyascha Vagzibyu Yange Hatam At Yasne Paete Vango Mazdau Ahuro Vata Ashat Hacha Yaungamcha Tanscha Tauscha Yazmade. Now, before I go on to Kardah 18, one of the important things we need to remember that the chanting or singing or whatever you're going to call it of the scriptures of whatever sort are so they can be experienced almost more than that in any other language. The Avestan, I mean, I can't convey the colorful flowing and all that comes with some of this. You know, that doesn't come through with the video. Is there a filter that? No, the filter's kind of. I've seen the filter and it doesn't match up with it. But you know, well, it feels better at the very least. But you know, use more of your brain to focus on it and all that. So experience your scripture reading. Don't just, I've said it to say it. No. Verethrognem ahuradhatem yazmade haumem bare saire baugem haumem verethrajanem bare nepatarem vohubaire patarem tanuya bare haumem yim nivazayate nivandat apiyaite dushmanyaut a pashana hacha yatha azem aum spanhem vanane yatha azem aum spadhem nivanan nivanane yatha azem aum spadhem nijanane you me paskat vazaete. We're praising with, you know, we're making offerings with the covenanter created by the Lord of Mindfulness. I'm keeping with me the ephedra-based, well, it's cold season right now as I'm recording this, so, you know, well, cold and flu season, so ephedra could be a useful plant to have around, but I don't. Well, marijuana, opium too, with 37 other plants that have other healing properties. Not all of them are intoxicating, although there's one that enhances, at least one that enhances the effect of some of the other, but purifying impurity. I'm keeping with me the ephedra-based, which is victorious. I'm keeping with me the ephedra-based, which is a protector, and I'm keeping with me the protector of the body. Whoever drinks the ephedra-based will secure escape from the enemy in the battle, and will gain success over him, so that I may strike down this enemy, so that I may throw down this enemy. By striking down, I may subjugate the which comes behind me. Aheriya kvarenangacha temyazai surunvata yasna verathragnem ahuradhatem zaothrabyu verathragnem ahuradhatem yazma ende yaish dataish pao ish ahurahe haumeyu gaba beresmana hizvu danganga mantracha bachacha shya uthmacha zothrabhyascha arshukanha imyascha vangzimyu yange hatam at yasne paete vango mazdau avro vaetha ashat hacha ya ongamcha tanscha tauscha yazma ende verethragnem avradhatem yazma ende asanem singu ere chithrem abare ahuro puthra ongo ba evare pateyu amava as verethrava mama verethrava as amava mama yatha azim avata verethra hachane yatha vispe anya aevre yatha azem spadhem vanane yatha azem spadhem nivanane yatha azem spadhem nijanane yu me paskat vazaete, so that all move around with such victory as all other noble people, so that I may strike down and throw down this army, so that I may subjugate this army which comes behind me. Aheriya kavarenangacha tamyazae surunvata yasna verethragnem ahuradhatem zauthrabyu verethragnem ahuradhatem yazma ende yaish dataish pao iryaish ahurahe haumeyu gaba meresmana hizvu danganga mandracha vachacha shya uthnacha zauthrabiascha arshukanha ebyascha vagzibyu yange hatam at yasne paete vango mazda'u ahuru vaetha ashat hacha ya ungamcha tanscha tauscha yazama ede verethragnem ahuradhatem yazma ede yatha ahuva iryo. Formula once. Gave amem gave nemem gave ukadhem gave verethrem gave Kvarethem Gave Vastrem Gave Vereziatam Tamne Kvarethae Vashuyo. We're praising with the covenanter created by the Lord of Mindfulness, courageous for the sake of the cattle, honoring the cattle, words for the cattle, victory for the cattle, fodder for the cattle, clothing for the cattle. Should it be harsh to the cattle? Because they are the prosperity that is the source of our food. Aheriya Kavaranangacha Tamyazaya Surunvata Yasna Verethragnem Ahuradhatam Zauthrabyu Verethragnem Ahuradhatam Yazma Ende Yaish Dataish Pauirya-ish Ahurahe Haumiyu Gava Beresmana Hizvo Danganga Mandracha Bachacha Sheayothnacha Zauthrabhyascha Arshukhanha Ibyascha Vangzimyu Yangehatam Ahatgasne Paete Rango Mazdahu Ahuro Vatha Ashat Hacha Ya Ungamja Tanscha Tauscha Yazama Ende Verethrognem Ahuradhatem Yazma Ende Yu Rasmanu Sachindayaite Yurasmanu Karantayaite Yurasmanu Vangayaite Yurasmanu Yahuziyaite Averasmanu Chindayaite Averasmanu Karantayaite Averasmanu Kvangayaite Averasmanu Yahuziyaite Verethragnu Ahuradhatu Daevanam Masyanam cha Yathwam Paerikanam cha Sathram Kawiyam Karavnam cha. We're making offerings with the covenanter created by the Lord of Mindfulness, who the covenanter breaks asunder the columns, cuts to pieces the columns, the wounds, the supporting columns, causes to mingle the columns. The covenanter created by the Lord of Mindfulness breaks asunder the columns of the army of the demons, the wicked mortals, the wizards, the astral demonesses, the tyrants of the Kicks and the Karups, cut to pieces those columns, those wounds, and causes them to mingle. And does it say what the Kick and the Karups? No, it doesn't say what their tribe name means here. Areya Kavaranangacha tamyazae surunvata yasna verethragnem ahuradhatem zauthrabyu verethragnem ahuradhatem yazma ende yaesh dataesh pa'u iria ish ahurahe ha umiyu gava beresmana Hizbu Danganga Mandaracha Vachacha Shyautnacha Zauthrabiascha Arshukanha Ibiascha Vagzibu Yange Hatam At Yasne Paete Vango Mazdau Ahuro Vaeta Ashat Hacha Ya ongamcha tanscha tauscha yazma edde verethrognem ahuranhatem yazma edde at yat verethrogno ahuradhatu thakat anam rasmanam Yuktanam, Shuithranam, Mithrodrujam, Mashyanam, Apash Gavu, Darezyaite, Paere, Da Emma, Variaite, Apa Gausha, Gaoshiaite, Nuit, Panha, Vinhariaite, Nuit, Paete tavau bavaete aheria kavaranangacha tamyazae surunvata yasna verethrognem auradhatem Zauthrabu verethrognem auradhatem yazma ende yaish dataish Pa'o iria-ish ahurahe ha'umiyu gava beresmana hizvu danganga mandracha vachacha shyautnacha zauthrabiascha arshukanha ibiascha vagzibyu yange hatam At yasne paete vango mazdau ahuro maeta ashat hacha yaungamcha tanscha tauscha yazama ede. We're praising the covenanter created by the Lord of Mindfulness when the covenanter created by the Lord of Mindfulness binds the hands of the promise-breaking persons. Mahar is like the Mithra is like the binder. People of the columns of the serried and yoked of the cities, covering the eyes all around, keeping their ears far from hearing, and does not lend support to their feet, they become powerless. And reciting in the Baz, Hormaz Kodai Awazun Mardum Sardagan Hama Sardagan Hambayaste Dehan Oembadin Mazdayasnan Angahi Astavani Nakirasanan Aedunbad. The Yatha Ahuv Vario formula twice. Yasnemka is it Yasnemcha? Vahmemcha Aujascha Zavarecha Afriname Verethragna hai, ahuradhata hai, vana entyauscha, uparatatu, and the Ashambhu formula once. Ahmae raescha, hazangram, jasame avanga mazda, kerfe muzda, Rose Neknam, Rose Paknam, Rose Mubarak Falan, Mahe Mubarak Falan, Gahe Falan, Namazda Dare, Gehan, Daman, Krishnau Horaha Mazdau, Taru Indite, Angrahe, Manye Ush, Haethyavarshtam, Yat Vasna, Ferashotemem, Staom Ashem, and then the Eshem Bahu formula. Gorje, Kore, Awazayad, Beheram Yasht, Piruzgar, Dushman Zadar, Amahe, Hutashtahe, Berasad, Amavan, Piruzgar, Amavandi, Piruzgari, Dan Din, Beh, Mazdayasnan, Angahi, Ravae, Goafarangani, Madhafte, Keshvar, Zamin, Aedunbad, Man Anu, Avayad, Shudan, Man Anu, Avayad, Shudan, Man Anu, Avayad, Shudan, Asha One, and then the Asham Bahu formula once. Da dare gehan denne Mazda Yasne, da de Zarathushti, Namsete, Asha Savishte, Aredve, Sura Anahete, Asha Une, and then the Asham Bahu formula once. Namo Urva Ere, Vangohe, Mazdadhate, Asha One, and the Asham Bahu formula once. Verethragnem, Ahuradhatem, Yazama Edde, and then the Asham Bahu formula once. Beheram Yasht, Piruzgar, Dushman Zadar, Amahe, Hutashtahe, Berasad, and then the Asham Bahu formula once. And another reason for singing and chanting and all that is you're beautifying and you're being careful with what you're saying. So to remember, the baz is the low tone, the falan is a placeholder, so you can insert things in that. The kicks are those who have eyes and would not see. The karaps are those who have ears who would not hear. Mantra, holy spell, but, sacred formula. So, oka is sharpness, things that develop the mind. The venant is the central western star. And righteousness is the best good, is happiness, happiness to him who is righteous for the sake of the best righteousness. The Asham Bohu formula, translated.